Hello, hello. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here at Wonder Like Wander. It's so great to see so many music lovers in the crowd and also online. Shout out to our friends joining us on icehouseradio.com. We really appreciate your time tonight. If you're not sure where you are, this is a discussion about Chicago's electronic music scene presented by Break and Enter and Icehouse Radio. Shout out to them. Our goal for tonight's discussion is to explore the past and future of footwork music and its place in shaping Chicago's electronic music scene with a key pioneer of the genre, DJ Manny. Exactly. My name is Zio. You might know me as HYPERFEMME, and I am a DJ and former culture writer based here in Houston, Texas. And I'd love to introduce our special guest and keynote speaker for tonight, DJ Manny. Again,
what's good?
Hello, hello. He's an electronic music producer for Chicago's South Side, a pioneer of footwork music and culture, and a notable member of Chicago's music collective and label TEKLIFE. Thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we are so interested in learning more about you and more about footwork music and Chicago music history tonight. But I definitely want to start with getting into you and your history and definitely talking about your experiences with creating footwork music and growing up in Chicago's South Side. So let's start there. I'm so curious about who you were as a kid and your experiences growing up in Chicago and the music you were listening to as a child.
All right, so I grew up I was born and raised downtown Chicago, UIC.
Yeah.
Ended up moving to 79th in Paulina. Then that's when my brother used to come around. It was this group called Below Zero. He used to like footwork, and they used to like come around. He brought me around there. I was young as hell, going to all the parties. Shouldn't even been in them. He was like way older than me. Then before that, my mom used to always play like oldies. I call them oldies, like Isley Brothers and stuff like that, like steppers music.
Yeah.
And she the one that always, still to this day, she hit me up and be like, you should track this out. And growing up, I like went from 79th to Robbins, Illinois. You know that's the hood, I'm just letting you know. Then from there, we end up going to Harvey. And that's why I spent the rest of my like teenage years. Yeah. And I went to Thornton High School, and from Thornton, I started making like tracks with my homie DJ Rowe at his crib.
Yeah.
Used to like skip school. I ain't gonna lie. Skip school from there and like go to his basement and like make music from there, like on Fruity Loops. If y'all know what FL Studio is, I started on FL Studio. Then from there, I was a dancer. I skipped a lot of shit. Hold on. I was a dancer before I started producing.
Yeah.
So I started dancing at like 10.
Yeah.
Then it was like I was at my cousin Jono crib, and he, rest in peace, Jono. I was at my cousin Jono crib. He introduced me to like FL Studio. Then it went from there using all of like the stock instruments, and there I used to make like voices like DJ Manny. Cause my mom used to always call me Manny. She used to be yelled out the house like Manny. It used to be crazy as hell. But from there, yeah, I went to like Harvey and all that. Then I got introduced to Roe. Then that's when I met Spin them. I was at Markham Skating Rink, and Spin them came. It was like, yo, Roe coming up. I'm like, no, this is my track. And that's when I got took in.
Yeah. When would you say like was the first, like what year was like the first time you made a footwork track? From beginning to end, you're like, this shit is crazy.
I say like 2004 or 5 or something.
Yeah. So definitely just like right before it started really like taking off and going overseas and stuff. And where'd you get a chance to play them? Like what kind of parties were you playing and stuff like that?
At Markham Rolling Rink.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even DJing then. People was playing my music.
Yeah.
So then I started like playing at Markham. That's when everybody started noticing me.
Yeah. When'd you say, so like people started playing your stuff before you even got a chance to play it out? Like you definitely started producing before.
I was on albums before I was even like DJing. So
Work. I love that. So when was the first time like you can remember hearing like going out and hearing your song like on the radio or at a party? You're just
I
like
say
in school.
like my freshman year.
Freshman year. High
Freshman
school?
year at Markham
Yeah.
Roller Rink.
Yeah.
My homie DJ Rowe, he used to like, I used to like make mixtapes with him, but he always used to like play them shits out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they thought it was him, but it was really me.
It was really you.
Yeah, yeah.
Was the Rolling Reek like a big place for like a lot of the Chicago youth at the time?
I mean, it was where like it's a stumping grounds for me and my family, my
Yeah.
sister, my brother and them. It's like a juking rink, if you know what juking is, you know.
For those who don't, let us know. Like it was like the short end.
Alright, juking is like girls popping and you behind them dancing with them, basically.
Okay, bet. So that's where like everybody wanted to go and like do stuff like that. Okay, bet.
We was
bet.
young. We weren't supposed to be doing that shit. But
Whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you started footwork, you started dancing when you were 10. So definitely the dancing even came before like the music production
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, and like where would you go and like when you were that young to go and like dance? Like was it with like your family? You're going to the roller rink? It's just at parties and stuff like.
Just like at roller rinks and like we used to have dance contests with the family. And my mama used to put on this song called Rodeo by Acoustic Conflict.
Yeah.
If y'all know what that is. And I won it just by doing a little dance like this. It was crazy.
That's so cool. I love that. So
Yeah, that's when I like started like taking it serious and stuff. So
around that time, yeah. How much would you say is like footworking in the dance culture? How much would you say is like impacted the kind of music you make? Like how important it is
a lot,
to you? Like yeah.
a lot. If it wasn't for me starting off dancing, I wouldn't know how to like make what I make now.
Yeah.
Cause I still like when I make music, I dance in my head or I sit there like, okay, I can dance to this.
Yeah. You're definitely trying to make sure you're making the stuff for
Yeah.
the dancers for sure. Would you say like footwork is definitely one of those genres where the dance culture is just as important as like the music? Like the dancers are just.
If it wasn't for the dancers, it wouldn't be the music. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's real. I love that. Well, yeah, let's get into that a little more. I know you got a couple tracks for us to kind of help us understand what it was like growing up listening to like footwork and juke and stuff on Chicago South Side. So I definitely want to hear some stuff you were growing up and listening to or stuff that has like a lot of sentimental value for you and like understanding footwork.
Okay.
And wherever you want to start, we'll just talk
All right,
first.
this track right here is called Chase Me by DJ PJ. And I used to hear this on the radio. This track is so cool. They used to be like 20-minute workout on the radio. It's crazy. You remember them? When this drop come in, it's crazy, yo. Imagine hearing this when you was a kid.
They play this on the radio?
Yeah, they put this on the radio. It's crazy.
It's so crazy. I'd love to hear this on the highway. What year would you say like this song is like was really popping? Like what year would you say you could hear this on the radio a lot?
It came out like, I can't even remember what time it came out, but I was like 8.
Hey,
I was like 8, I heard it on the radio, like, yo, what the hell is this?
I love that. I love that.
Back DJ PJ from the low end Chicago.
Would you say footwork was definitely something you could hear like pretty much any time, anywhere in Chicago at that point? Because when we think about it, like maybe like a good decade in from when it's been born and birthed, I'm sure at this point it's kind of like a Chicago staple. Folks are warming up to it. You can hear it a lot.
I mean, it wasn't even like, it was like parties to where they was
Mostly party
playing like
music.
rap, R&B, then they had a section of like footwork and juke. It was juke back then. Footwork came after juke. So.
Yeah.
But juke is the dance.
Yeah. Okay.
To be honest, juke is the dance.
So it's still pretty much like party music for the most part. I love that. Okay. All right. What's another one you got for us? Let's talk about another standout track for you. No,
Right
don't
here,
hold back.
This DJ Clint Third World. This came out in 1998.
Yeah. When's the first time you heard it?
When I was like damn near 10.
Okay,
So everything caught on when I was like 10. I started catching on to everything.
Okay.
So.
What really makes this a standout track for you? Like, what really sticks in your head where you're just like, this is so amazing to me?
It's the sound.
Yeah.
It's the sounds in that. Like, you hear that?
Actually, now I do. The horns are crazy.
And the claps also is like more crispier and it's like more raw. Like raw type of beat, you know? DJ Clint, this shit so cold, bro. Like, oh, I'm saying this, my bad.
Drums are crazy. That, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, it's giving DJ Dion
Like
so bad.
I don't know how to call it. To me, I call it like a trash can.
That's kind of, it's kind of what it sounds like. I wouldn't know what to call it. A snare, my music people help me out, but. Yeah. The horns are very crazy. Like, would you say like DJ Clint's definitely one of like your inspirations or one of the main people you were listening to?
Yeah, for sure. I met DJ Clint through my brother on some. My mama bought DJ Clint Chevy for my brother.
I want to make sure I can hear you. Sorry. Still only want to hear this though. But yeah, you were saying DJ Clint was definitely like one of the.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I met DJ Clint like way before my mama even bought the car for my brother from Clint. It's crazy. My mama bought a Chevy from Clint for my brother and Clint told him like, yo, don't drive this car.
He's real for that. And that's how you met him? Like through that?
I knew him before that, but like
before that?
we were connected. Like
that's how you connected with him. So you knew who he was before y'all got a chance.
Yeah, cause I used to sneak into their parties on 95th. It's called what's that shit called? Damn, I forgot it, but it was on 95th.
Yeah.
And they used to throw like these parties, and I was like damn near 14, 13, couldn't get in. Supposed to be like 18 and up. Mm-hmm. But I always used to come with the DJs, so that's how I got in free.
Come on, Finesse. I love that.
Finesse with the bags, like, yeah, I'm here.
So you definitely grew up listening to like all the legends, Rashad, Clint, Spin. Was there anybody else around that time when you were coming up and really getting into the music that you paid attention to?
I could say DJ Rock.
Yeah.
DJ Rock, C-Bit, of course Spin was there. DJ Thaz, Solo. It's like a handful, so.
For sure.
We was from the south side and they was from the city type shit.
Yeah. You ever get a chance to get in contact with most of them or get a chance to share your music with some of them?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. How receptive would you say they were to what you were doing at the time? You know what I mean? I feel like it's such a big thing to have legends like recognize you.
At first, they used to hate on my tracks. I ain't gonna lie. Because I used to use Fruity Loops and they was using actual analog gear.
Yeah.
And I was using computer.
Yeah. And it was kind of different for them.
It was different. They like, man, fuck Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
they started playing my shit like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, like, and that's how it usually starts. When you first come through, people may not
Yeah.
always understand it or recognize it. And I'm sure for them it was different because, they're all recording like analog straight to the tapes and stuff. Like, it's like a
And I
new
was just
era.
on my computer
But
like
yeah, yeah.
click, click, click.
Feel like you're definitely, for a lot of us who love and understand footwork music, a part of that generation that just started to like digitize everything and really like run with it in a way we hadn't seen before. I love that. What kind of equipment were you using when you first started out? Any and everything?
PC.
Yeah. Just literally your PC? Just like literally. That's crazy. Like no drum machine,
PC.
nothing.
Then I learned how like I went to like spin, went to spin crib. No, I'm start off. Learned of using PC.
Yeah.
Then Ro had a DR5. I started using that, and that's when I went to spin crib, and he taught me how to use the MPC 2000 XL.
Yeah. And that was like kind of like your first time, like linking up with him was like your first time really having access to that kind of equipment in that
Yes.
way. Yeah, I love that. For the most part, it's still very DIY for you. It's just
Yeah.
you and like, I love that. What do you use now? Is it still a PC or
The MacBook right here,
right there?
MPC, and like whatever like standalone shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking we just got here yesterday. I've been using his MPC one.
Yeah.
So like whatever we get hands on, we gonna use it.
And just literally just drumming it out. I love that. I love that. Absolutely. So when you started out, I'm sure not always everyone has a goal when they start making music, but what sort of goals did you have, or what sort of things were you trying to do with your music that you hadn't seen being done before in the scene at the time?
I was just making music to make people happy and like
The dance.
and dance. That's
Yeah.
all I wanted to do because I love this shit. So that's what I do.
Yeah. I feel like being able to connect with people in that way and really just like do it for the dancers, I feel has gotten you and like others, like I'm sure, so far with the sound itself. Because like you said, footwork, you can't really separate it from the dance culture and like the way that it makes people feel, the way it makes people move. I feel like I want to talk a little bit more about like your thoughts on the scene at the time when you were coming up and DJing. We talked to some about the big players who were really big at the time and some of the big clubs and stuff like that too. But I feel, you kind of being on the cusp of this new generation, what sort of changes were you noticing happening around the time when footwork started blowing up in like early 2000s, mid 2000s, when it started moving out of Chicago?
I mean, they used to look at us like, what the fuck is that? Like, what y'all doing? To be honest,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, y'all, that shit fast as hell.
Yeah.
Cause they like.
I still feel like that's kind of like the prevailing,
It's
yeah.
like, yo, that shit fast as hell. They used to like 150, like 145, 130. Then like it started going to like 160. If you go out west, it's like 165. That's what Traxman was playing that shit fast as hell.
Damn, okay.
And I went out there like, what the fuck is this? We already on 160, like, bro. So they used to look at us like, yo, what y'all doing, you know?
Yeah.
But then it's all coming together, and like Chicago is one big scene, and all we gotta do is take over.
Yeah.
Come together. That's it.
Absolutely. I love that. I'm sure being close with like Spin and Rashad and stuff like that, I'm sure you saw them run into their own challenges too, trying to take footwork even further. Like all of that effort, I'm sure like we can see the results now and the way that it's loved overseas and, in places like London and like just like literally I know folks making like footwork out in Poland. Like you would just never expect it. Like where are some unlikely places that you've gone in your travels where you've heard footwork or you've noticed there's a sizable footwork scene?
I mean, I went to London and played with Rashad and Spin.
Yeah.
And went to Paris. We played on a boat in Paris. That was kind of real to me because we under the water, so I'm sitting there like. It was weird to me.
Y'all were under y'all were in a submarine?
Yeah, under,
Like
the bottom of the boat, and it's like water and shit. You can see the water looking out the window.
That's so crazy. Like,
But yeah, like Rashad and Span took it overseas and like changed the whole world on footwork.
yeah.
Like put them on. Rock is like I'm gonna bring it back.
No, for sure. Please walk us
Bangs
through
and
it.
Works, when that first Bangs and Works came out,
Yeah.
it was Rock, DJ Rashad, and whoever was on there, that's what pushed it. And Rashad, I think Rashad was the first. Was it Rashad? I don't know. But for me, I know Rashad was the first person that I knew that went over there at the time that spread it the footwork.
Yeah. I love that. So now I feel like as you travel and things like that, obviously, like Rashad, Spin, Rock, all of them come up so much for people. I feel like even now, Take Life and like the label and the collective is still like the sort of premier name in footwear. I'd love to talk a little bit more about your experiences being part of like that pioneering crew and label. Let's talk a little bit about when you got to join actually and what that was like for you and what you wanted to accomplish being part of Tech
Okay.
Life.
So we started off as ghetto technicians.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, they heard my music at the Mark and Roller Rink, and Span was like, "Yo, Ro coming up." I'm like, "That's me, bro." He was like, yeah, "Come over to the crib." I came over to the crib, and it was ghetto technicians at the time.
Yeah.
So then from there, like a couple years later, we was like, "Yo, we can't travel. Like, we can't be going out of town saying like we ghetto technicians, going overseas and shit." Like, so we named it Tech Life.
Yeah.
That's what Take Life came about, and we started recruiting more people. Earl came in, Tay came in. Who else? Timo. It's a lot.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of folks. Yeah.
So with that, it's like I learned a lot. Like being with them, they put me on so much, and Rashad was like showing me the way spin was too.
Yeah.
I don't got no more to say.
No, that's enough already. I mean,
So I'm
that
gonna go
makes
too
sense.
deep. I don't
No,
wanna
no.
go
I
too
mean, we
deep.
love that. That's what the discussion is for, and we
Yeah.
definitely have time. Did you notice a change when you made that switch from ghetto technician to tech life? Did you know a change in the reception
Oh
that
yeah,
people have of
it
you for
changed.
sure?
Like the music started sounding like we made it more like I think we got more onto them like trying to like not bash.
Yeah.
Cause ghetto tech was just like, shake that ass, do this. No, like tech life to me, I feel like it's more like a uplifting type of thing,
Absolutely.
type of like music that we try to push, and that's why I'm here now.
Yeah. I love that. That makes sense. And I feel like having that sort of like separation from like some of the typical themes that we can hear in like ghetto house and juke music where you mentioned, the music isn't always about uplifting someone. It's about having fun, but
It's having
sometimes
fun,
we're
yeah.
not always
So
hearing the
you can't
best.
be like bashing now.
Absolutely. And I, in doing some prep for this, I remember reading about an interview you had where you were talking about some of your projects and where you're really trying to even in your music make music that's uplifting and more welcoming for everyone, including, for example, like women and femmes who come. Is that part of like sort of like your mission now, kind of focusing on your music and making sure that as you're moving the legacy of footwork forward, you're making you're making environments, music that
Like
everybody
more
can enjoy.
positive type of music,
Definitely.
like positive energy. Keep that going
Yeah.
to where like everybody can like feel. You can feel it through the music. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I can hear some frequency and be like, oh, somebody be like, yo, who touched me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. I love that. And that definitely makes sense. It's such a good thing, I guess, to focus on. Especially, I feel like that's why there has been such a resurgence and such a big embrace of footwork across so many different types of environments and locations, scenes, tastes. Like, people are really connecting to the uplifting nature of this kind of music. So I definitely think your work there is definitely helping. What sort of changes have you seen or you would like to see with footwork kind of moving forward as you continue that work? And please, yeah, take your time. Be honest with us.
I
We wanna
mean, to
know.
be honest, I want Chicago to just come together.
Yeah,
If we all come together, ain't no stopping all of us. You know what I mean? If we all come as one and like whatever's going on, I ain't saying nothing going on, but like if we come as one, I think they'll like show the world like, damn, it's happening. Like we can
absolutely.
like take it everywhere.
And anywhere, yeah. I love that. Well, let's talk about some of your tracks a little bit. You played us some stuff that you loved and you grew up with, and you have such a sentimental value with. But I think for our crowd, I definitely want to understand sort of your place and shape and footwork. So, any sort of tracks you'd want to share, let's talk through a couple of them. What's a good one to start on?
It's too much to go through.
No, please, literally, take your time. We definitely have it. He's in there cooking up a crazy mix earlier. I think you're just mixing like all Manny stuff, huh?
Something like that. With a little bit of a
He acting shy like he ain't got a catalog. Yeah. A little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, walk us a little bit through making this track. There's so much fun instrumentation here. We've got the car horn and then, and the barking and stuff. Well, you said you got that from Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me a
That
little
whole break, all that.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about making that track. Where were
Okay,
you
so-
or what were you feeling at the time?
I made this in New York and Crown Heights,
Yeah.
and I was just sitting there in the room. I lit like sage and shit, and started. That's when I was smoking. I don't smoke weed no more, so
For real.
I lit a backwood, lit the sage, like alright. Then I thought about like, okay,
Everyone can relate. Everyone can relate. Setting the scene. Did that this morning. Yeah.
so I'm like sitting there, and then I'm like thinking like, damn, okay. Then I thought about my homie, Slick Shooter. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
alright. I'm finna make a Slick Shooter beat, but make it my style and put a little bit of Jersey in it.
Yeah.
That's how that came about.
Yeah. Is it that
I
you?
was half backwards. Like,
Would you say that's how a lot of sessions start? Just
Yeah,
getting in the
like,
getting the mode
in
that
the
way.
mode, like,
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do? Then I start playing around with keys. Then it happens.
Yeah. How long would you say it takes you normally to make a track when you've like sat down and you're
I
gonna
can make a
one?
track in 10 minutes.
Period. Like.
Like seriously though.
Yeah, you seen less time? Yeah. How many would you say you make in a week when you're just like cranking them out?
I mean, I ain't been tracking out like that because like
Yeah.
I've been trying to take a break, but I can do like damn near like in a week. It'll be like 10 out of 20. It'll be good.
Yeah.
That in my ear though.
Yeah.
But everybody else probably be like, oh, I like them. But and 10 of them be like good to me, but like the rest is like nah.
Yeah. You think you're like kind of very particular in the kind of stuff you want to release with
Yeah.
folks? So you make way more music than you release to folks. That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
I
love
got
that.
an archive of myself. Like I don't need to make music no more. You know.
I love that, Come on, flex on us. I would love that, Maybe one day if you're feeling generous, you might open up the vault for us and we can hear some of this stuff. Yeah, I think that would be so I think that would be so cool. Yeah, so I mean, what are your inspirations or that you find a lot yourself thinking a lot when you're deciding to make a track? Is it just sort of random? You see something, you hear a sample, you like hear something on the radio in passing, you're like, I gotta chop this or I gotta make something real quick.
I mean, to me, I'm more on the R&B side, so I like to listen to like shit like that, and that influenced me to make what I make.
Yeah. So you're a big fan of R&B and
Yeah,
it's like
R&B and like oldies. So.
And that comes a lot in like the stuff
Yeah.
you choose to sample and stuff like that. Okay. Can you play us something where you kind of show off a little bit of that R&B side to you? You know, take your time. We're all friends here. Take your time. His friend's like, here he go. Here we go, yeah.
It's all original too. So. It's called Calling You Back.
Good begging music. Let's go.
You can hear like I'm calling you back.
I like that. Okay. Tell me a little bit about this song, because obviously it's very different from the first one you played. Yeah, come on. I definitely want to know a little bit more about sort of what, I mean, obviously this song is about calling someone back, but
Yeah,
what
calling
you
you back.
what you were really thinking about is sort of the aspects you were in. This does sound so much like R&B to me, and I love that we can hear the R&B influences without a direct sample. Definitely let me talk a little bit about sort of what you were going for in putting this together.
I mean, this when I stopped smoking weed. I'm gonna keep it real. This when I stopped smoking.
Yeah.
And like I got to really like weed be blocking you and shit. So
Yeah.
I got to really sit down and like focus on what I really want to do with my music. And I got a lot of tracks like this. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I mean, just listening from your stuff, like, I know you've got, I don't even know if folks would call it slower. It's definitely different than like the traditional fast-paced sound of, like, I would listen to this like smoking, gardening or
just
something like
riding
that.
on the
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah, like this is definitely like highway, which, you know, being from Houston, we love stuff we can play in our car. This is definitely more of that vibe. I feel like it's such a interesting departure from like the typical style of footwork, which normally people play at parties to dance. I feel like it's even more ambient in that way. I feel like that's like
Basically.
pretty much where you're going
Basically,
for.
it's like ambient sounds. I
Yeah.
started off with. Then I go from like put like little sax in it, then add like some more like extra like it's like a bass, but it's like pitched up. Then add like effects on it. So
Yeah. When you start a track, what usually comes first? The other types of instrumentation, like the horns, the synths, and stuff like that, or the drums?
I started off with sounds first.
Always
then
sounds.
the drums come later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So you're just literally just layering up the instrumentation until you're done, and you're like, now I can add.
I can add
Yeah,
the
the
bass. I
bass,
can
you got
add
the-
like make sure everything in tune with each other. And shit
And
like
you're
that.
literally just drumming this out with your laptop. You're putting in all the instrumentation just with like your laptop or your equipment.
MPC too.
I love that.
The
That's
the
crazy.
beat comes from MPC. And if I don't have like the I usually use like Korg, like
Yeah.
a Korg OP6 whatever that is, and I record everything in, then I plug up the MPC and go from there.
Yeah. When do
So I
you?
lay down the soundtrack first, then the beat after.
Okay, that makes sense. So like, when do you know like a song is done? You're like, I've done everything. It's the last thing I gotta add. I'm ready to ship it out. It's like a gut feeling. You're like when do you know like this is it? I mean, you're making them 10 minutes or less. You can make like 20 in a week if you want
I
to.
mean, it depends on how you feeling about it.
Yeah, that's what it is for you. You gotta listen to it
You
enough.
gotta
You just
listen
kind
to
of
it
feel it.
like
Yeah,
and see if you missing pockets. If you
yeah,
like feel like you ain't missing nothing, like it's done to me.
yeah. And in a similar vein, I mean, you've put out so many, pioneering projects at this point. How do you know when a song is ready to be released and you're ready to share it with people? Is that also a gut feeling? I feel like artists are so
Yeah, it is
sensitive to that. Yeah,
It's a gut feeling
for
for sure.
sure. Yeah. Okay.
And you play them out so much, you can see the crowd react to them, and that's how you know, like, okay,
Yeah.
I could put this out.
You're definitely big on testing music
Yeah.
out before you drop it. Like, do you believe in sort of like the dance floor test? You gotta see how people react to it on the dance floor
Yes,
before you.
yes,
That
yes.
definitely makes sense. Footwork being such an important genre for dancers. I would want to see how people react to it on the dance floor. So, let's get into one more if you're feeling up to it.
Alright.
Yeah, couple more in case how the crowd feels. I'm really liking this.
I don't even know what to play right now. I am going to this folder.
These drums are crazy. Okay, tell me a little bit about this one. But first, start by telling me why it's called Sex Chord Works. People don't know it's called.
Okay, that chord sounds so sexy. So you know what I
I saw that. I was like, okay, that's my
mean?
first question.
Yeah.
So I hear sax. I hear a little bit of jazz. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where are those sounds coming from, or were those pulled from
Um,
anything, or that's just you on the instrumentation?
That's me on the instruments, and I basically like I ain't gonna lie, I cheated and took a break and just chopped it up how I wanted to sound myself,
Yeah.
and it came out like this. I was like, I wanted to start it off with like a chord, then break it down with just a beat.
Yeah. Okay, that definitely makes sense. I definitely love the drums there. I feel like there's a little bit of like an Afro-Caribbean influence a little
Yep,
bit, even
yep.
in the.
I've been in New York. I was in
I
New
mean,
York.
period. Definitely. Is that where you found like yourself listening to more of those
Yeah.
sounds, like going to New York? How long have you been living in New York?
I was there from like 2017 or something.
Yeah, that definitely
Yeah.
makes sense. Do you find yourself like like experiencing with a lot of like the Afro Caribbean side and stuff like that
Yeah,
when
for
you're
sure.
making
Yeah.
I love how easy it is to sort of combine those sounds. I think
You been in New York before?
I have been in New York a couple
You
times.
went to the what's that, Labor Day parade? Or like,
Nah, but I know it gets very
oh
nuts.
my God.
Caribbean show. I know it gets crazy. Like
it's like the carnival of New York.
literally,
like, it get lit, bro.
they go
like,
and it's all over the place. It's such a big fabric of
Yeah.
even New York's music scene. I feel like it makes sense you going up there, hearing it, and starting to experiment with it a lot. And I feel like footwork is so versatile in that way. I mean, of the songs you've played us, I've heard a little Afro Caribbean, we've heard some jazz, ambient, R&B. Do you feel, that versatility is important to continuing to make footwork music and continuing to share it with people, is making sure that you can always keep it experimental in that way?
yeah, for sure. I
Always
like
wanna try.
trying different things with my music. I don't like to stay in one lane. So I like to like venture out and like I'll go to a show tomorrow and be like, oh, I like that. Let me go back and like, okay, let me make something like that.
Yeah.
But on some like my style type shit. Like
Always doing it in your
Yeah.
style and
I
pushing
get
it.
I get like inspired by a lot of like other different music. So
Yeah.
I'll go out to a show and I'll be like, oh, that shit cool. I never heard this before.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, this was happening. I like to keep up to date with like music and shit. So.
I feel like that's the real true mark of like an artist. Definitely the real true mark of a DJ is to always be, even if you're not playing it, be aware of what the masses are listening to. So you always know how to come in that dance floor. What would you say are just some like recent inspiration, maybe not just inspirations or things that you've been experimenting with or you're just hearing lately and you're thinking like, this is so cool, I want to play around with it, that sound or that style or something? It's okay if there's none as well.
I don't want to put everybody on my.
No. we ain't got to. Listen. Okay, let's switch tack then. Let's switch tack. I do want to ask you to play one more song. So
No,
I
but
thought
being out here in Texas, like I learned a lot. Like y'all turn up.
No. Definitely. I feel like, I mean, let's talk about that even a little bit here because we were talking earlier about how there is like a sizable juke and footwork scene here down in Houston and Chicago scene in Houston where we have so many people who are from Chicago who come down here and are really sharing the sound with the rest of us. When you first came down here, were you kind of surprised to see how, that scene already here?
Yeah, I was. I ain't gonna lie. Because when Aggie called me, he was like, yo, they want to book you. I say, what? Hell yeah, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I came a day before, and when I got to breaking in there at Boondocks, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, this is Texas? Like,
Yep, that's us. Like, trust me, get that a lot. And just even watching the set back, because it was recorded, so you guys haven't had a chance to see it, please check out Break and Enters, their YouTube as well as their Instagram. Like, seeing the joy on people's faces as they're, like, really engaging with you had them lit, like, you know what I mean?
I'm sitting there like, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what's going on,
really, truly getting it. I love that. Well, I know I said the last song, but I wanna shoot you this prompt and see what you play. What would you play for someone who has never heard your music before?
I ain't gonna lie, I played them an edit.
An edit?
Yeah.
Which one?
But like, I play this. All right. Thank you. I mean, like,
Let's get into it and get the whole breakdown
I
here.
play this.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Absolutely. And you just find it's like the easiest way, yeah.
Like play edits.
Yeah.
Like get them going. Like they familiar with what.
I want to hear this beat drop. mentioned earlier, you know, you play edits to get something in front of people that they're familiar with in a new way. Do you find, you know, you're playing, obviously playing, traveling, playing footwear music and stuff like that. What do you find normally when you go to a new spot, you're playing for the first time, you're looking out in the crowd, what are you sort of experiencing or seeing them sort of like experience hearing it for the first time? How are people reacting to it? And is it more of like, oh my God, what the hell is this? Or this is so cool? Or
they really just sit there for a minute. Be like, what is this? Then after a while, they catch on like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at first, I play stuff that I release, so people like, they booking me, so you know I'm here.
You know,
so you know what you're going to hear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just like play. Then I look up. I don't really look at the crowd when I
Me
DJ. I ain't going to lie to you.
Me either.
I do not look up.
I don't either. But I mean, I feel
but when
like
I do look up, I be like, okay, they vibing to it, you know?
Yeah.
So I just keep the shit going. Like, okay, I'm going to play some more house stuff.
Yeah. You kind of like keep it going until you're really ready to let loose and play like the real shit when they're ready for it. I feel like edits are so useful in that way, and so many of like...
Yeah, to get them comfortable.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's to get them more comfortable. Like, okay, I know this song.
Mm-hmm. Just in a way they've never heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I find like, I know so many DJs who do that too, just kind of like bridging that gap between what people know and what they don't know and what they're ready to hear and listen to. Okay, that definitely, I mean... How are you feeling? You scrolling through there? You want to play us another one?
No.
Yeah, okay, listen. Well, you know, let's talk a little bit, I guess, what's in the future for you as DJ Manny. You've come so far in your work and your career, taking the sound further than ever before. And there's still, I feel like, so much more to go with footwork and making it a household name. Where do you see yourself in the next coming years? What do you want to focus on? And where do you want to take your artistry?
I mean, I want to take it to the next level to where I'm working with singers and artists, but it's like my style. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I want to reach out to, like, I got people that want to help me out and shit, but I really want to, like, focus on, like, doing, like, more, like, singers and R&B, like, fucking, like, I won't rap, but I want that hard-ass shit, you feel me? Like, nah, I want to keep it, like, more, like, hip-hop type of shit, but keep it more footwork still.
Yeah, for sure.
But have, like, singers, R&B, and, like, try to, like, build that bridge to, like, the main people gonna come for us, be like, oh, we need that.
We need that footwork remix. We need
that
flavor.
Shit,
we need that beat.
Know?
Who, I mean, and feel free if you don't have, not to share if you don't have one, but who's one artist or artist in particular you really want? Like, you hear them, you're like, they would go so crazy on a footwear track. I want to work with them. You also don't understand.
I mean, if I get Jill Scott, I ain't gonna
Wake
lie,
that up!
I ain't even gonna
Wake that up!
Yo, get Jill Scott is over with.
That would be so crazy. She would know what to do, too. I feel like she wouldn't be intimidated by it, you know what I'm saying? I've heard her go on some crazy... And that makes sense, too, you being such a big fan of R&B. You know what I mean? I've heard her go on some crazy beats. She would really
Jill
match
Scott,
that.
or fucking, I can get, like, I want, like, I don't know if y'all know Erica DeCassie or whatever.
Yeah. Now, what you know about a little... Hold on, wake up. No, I also think, I mean, I've also heard her on some crazy stuff. I feel like she just wouldn't be intimidated. She would know what to do, you know what I mean? She's making, like, trip hop and stuff now, you know what I mean? She would really...
Can I play you something?
Yeah,
real
please,
quick?
absolutely.
Tracks off her new shit.
Yeah. You flipped it?
Midnight, not even a text to hold me warm. Don't think I'll be waiting. You have like 2 weeks, maybe time.
Is that released? Is that out? No. Y'all are getting the treat. You're getting the unreleased stuff. Let's wake that up. I love that. I feel like
Yeah, my homie he know the manager, so we trying to work on that right now.
I hope
so.
that happens. I feel like all of us here would really love that, and it fits so perfectly again with your love of like R&B and ambient music. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. Again, we're getting the unreleased folks. We're gonna break a little bit for questions from the crowd, but to sort of wrap things up, I definitely want to get your thoughts and ideas on just the scene for Chicago in general and how to move forward for aspiring producers and DJs, whether they make footwork or not. I know we have in the crowd some folks here who make music, and I'd love to see if there's sort of any advice you'd have for people coming up and really trying to push their own sounds and pioneer their own shit too.
Just keep it simple, yo. That's it. The simplest is the better.
For sure, yeah.
Don't like overdo it. Just like keep it simple.
Absolutely.
That's it. It's
Thank
like,
you so much.
Yeah, the simplest shit is the best shit ever. Like.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. That's all I have. Can we give a little yeah? Oh, I thought folks would just like shout it out, but if you wanna, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, we're gonna break for just a couple questions from the crowd. So many folks here just excited for the chance to talk with you.
Testing 1 2. Test
Thank
1 2.
you. Do we have any questions from anyone in the crowd?
I'll start.
Yeah.
So, call me back. Did they call you back? That's the first question. That's the first question.
It was just to get made. It's like made for everybody that while you going through that. Like, call me back. They don't call you back,
The other question.
Real.
But they always do. No.
And do.
The roller rink experience growing up. How important was it to have like a space like that to hear that music and to be with your family and stuff like that as an influence?
Yo, it's the greatest feeling ever. Like, yo, you going to the shows with your family and like you could go skate or you could go to the juke room and dance with girls and like that's how it was. Like seriously though, like Markham Skater. Yeah, it was a good experience though. Like we weren't supposed to be doing that as the young kids, so
Yeah. Anybody else? Any other questions? In the back? You're doing great. I love this.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
This is my first time hearing your music, and I'm honored, blessed. My only question is, when you're traveling to different cities, how do you find ways to immerse yourself in the culture to make it reflected in your shows and your music?
I mean, I just say if I get booked for a show, I'll go to the show right when it opens if I can hear everybody playing. So I can get the vibes and peep out the scene. Then I go from there, like, okay. Then I go home and make a track off what they did.
I love that. I love that.
Cool. Thank you.
Over there.
Hello. So I was wondering, like, Chicago is like really important for footwork, but like, footwork is like worldwide now. So I was wondering, what other cities that have you been to, like, where, I guess, what's your favorite city you've played at outside of Chicago?
New York, California, here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's lit out here, bro. You see, I ain't leave yet, bro.
What makes those standout cities for you? Is it just the vibe, the environment?
It's the vibe. It's like good people. And
Yeah.
Like, I feel the energy out here is like everybody out here is like nice,
I love that.
and they talk, So
Yeah.
we love you too.
Do you have any other questions from the crowd?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier, at first people were like, "Oh, damn, this is so fast. Like, it doesn't sound quote unquote normal." And I feel like Houstonians, we had that own version on the other side where people were like, "This too slow. This ain't normal. Like, this is what's supposed to be." Do you feel like having that experience like opens your ear up to like quote unquote different or wrong music? Like, do you think it makes you more adventurous or like, let me go see what this is about? You know, like.
I mean, it make me a better artist.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, it make me a better artist to where, like, I can play from 140 to 160 and still be like, okay,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Nah, definitely. I feel like it's gotta definitely make you more.
I know, it make me
adventurous.
more advanced, though. Like, I like to play slow and fast, so it really don't matter if they think it's fast enough. I can slow it down for them, but I always gonna keep it halftime. I can make it 80
Yeah.
for you real quick.
You need that, yeah. I love that. That's a great question.
Yeah, so with you like operating as an artist on like a higher level with like touring like countries and stuff like that, is there things that you've learned that that you would think that other people, when they want to get to that level, that they should know, in the sense of like working with like people that's booking you, or like just traveling and learning how to like operate things like in the right way? Like, are there any like tips and tricks that I guess that you know in a way?
I mean, I do everything by myself, so just be you. Like, just be you.
Yeah.
Just be you and make sure, like, you, like, be straightforward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if closed mouth don't get fed, that's, you know what I mean?
Respect.
Hello.
Oh, come on.
That's good. Wait, first tell us who you are.
All right, so I'm OG Rubik's. I'm born and raised in Texas, San Antonio. I got roots in Houston, along with my brother Jay Nigma and Aggie. You know, he's Texan now. But we love footwork just as much as everybody else. But for those that don't know us or haven't heard of us, TEKLIFE is in Texas.
Yep.
TEKLIFE runs Texas. That's the chant. If you're looking for them like H-Town flips at 160, talk to me, talk to Jay Nigma. Like, we got
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying, you
Wake
know?
that up.
But I really love what y'all are doing. And Manny's an inspiration, and, you know, we're blessed.
Absolutely.
And that's all I got to say.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
bro.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. We got time for one more question before we close it out.
Explaining footwork for past a decade for myself, I've always had to explain to them like where it's come from and how it's made. For you, whenever you're describing people that don't know it, if you are unable to give them a musical example, how would you describe footwork within like a sentence or two?
Speed it up house music.
Let's go. Same here. That's what I always told them.
Yeah, no. Can we get a little round of applause for DJ Manny? Or do we have one more question? One more question? Let's do one more and we'll wrap it up. We can get it all on the mic all the way back there.
So out of your artwork, I know like for artists, I think it's a universal experience that we want to have a discussion that comes from our art to open a space. I just want to ask, what is one message that you hope to bring and spread throughout the youth? Anyone that's hearing anything from footwork to drum and bass, because I feel like you produce a whole variety. What is the main message you want to spread with your art that's bigger than just music?
Just love and bring everybody together as one. So
I love that.
that's real.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yo, we finna have a cipher though. They finna y'all down the footwork right there?
Hello.
Down the place? All right, come on.
Well, since we can definitely make some space up here so we can at least get that on camera. But before let's close things out. I definitely want to say, let's start moving some of that out of the way. So but I want to say thank you so much for your time. This has been beautiful to be able to have this discussion and this chat with you, and I'm sure it's meant so much to the crowd as it's meant to you. I just want to say a quick special thank you to our organizers as well, Break and Enter, Ice House Radio, Rich Holloway. Thank you so much for putting this together. And if you guys want more events like these, please follow them on Instagram. If you want to hear more music, more footwork music, more juke and jungle, Break and Enter has a party tomorrow at Boondocks from 10 to 2. Please join us.
What time you play?
I'm closing out from 1 to 2. Please come join us and hear the music that we all love in person. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank y'all.